Howdy everyone, this is my unfinished project, but I'm going to call it Playable right now. I wanted to get it functional by my birthday and then complete by Christmas, but we're going to be a little late because this monitor here has got a scratch on it from the frame that holds plexi. There was a part that held smoked plexi and the screws were a bit long. We didn't clear it and there's a big gash. It's really hard to see, but it's there. Still works. It doesn't really break the crystal display, but it looks ugly as hell, so we're going to upgrade to from a 15-inch to a 17-inch monitor. And then continue on with painting the plexi to make a custom fit bezel. We have the Dreamarcade. Joystick. $140, lifetime warranty. It was good. My joysticks are covered. I did modify it a little, not with new parts, but I have it. It's very hard to see it, but there's latches here that hook to the bottom of it, holding it in place, so we can mount it without it swiveling and not having to create extra shelf space. But it's on there, real tight. Obviously, we have it hooked up to a Sega Dreamcast. It's kind of hard to see everything because I got the back panel in. But that green light is our speakers, and that orange light is our surge protector. I also got an extra controller in here for my memory card access. It works most of the time with stuff like that, but some games use that A1 slot 1, or port A slot 1. These are the Dreamarcade's ports, which is weird because they were switched. Down here, I've been holding my Boxo games. This has like 96 games in it. I've done a few burned games on here, mainly like little collections, so it kind of works a little bit like how MAME does. But I'm not willing to shell out a lot of money for MAME. Or not a lot of money for MAME, but a lot of money for a PC to run MAME. Right now, everything in here costs $200. We went on Craigslist after looking on eBay, and we couldn't find anything on eBay that really fit what I was looking for without having to go to like Virginia or, you know, California or something and pick it up. And in terms of gas, even with our great new fuel economy, it's expensive as hell to pick something up. And luckily we found somebody who, on Craigslist, luckily my last resort I went on Craigslist, thanks to that Cool Kaz guy. I don't know what his actual name is, but it's like Cool Kaz or whatever, and he did one, and he was mentioning Craigslist, so I decided to give it a try. Found some guy less than 10 minutes away, pretty much almost in the exact same city, like a suburb of our city. It's pretty bad that our city has these, who was giving a few cabinets away, and he had a Lethal Enforcers, and he had this. Lethal Enforcers was a little bit big, considering we were going to stick with a decent, you know, not a huge monitor, can't afford it. And this looked like it would fit what I wanted. It is a little damaged, like right here. It's not pretty. We're going to eventually get new laminate put in and then vinyl put over. I'm going to keep this because I like this. It kind of fits with the Dreamcast colors. But it's going to, and everyone over at PDC, the custom art will be decided or something. I got an idea where I'm going to put the little memorial and whatnot, but or the little tribute, but I'm not going to spoil that. We have a speaker port right along here, and it's not being used because we found out the acoustics in this thing work just fine with the speakers I have, and putting it in here, we're just going to put some screening That way it works fine. Here's a marquee light, and it works. This thing came with it. Is at the bottom of it. We didn't even know we had one. We had assumed it was broken. It ended up working, so it saved us like $10-15. The monitor we got over at a pawn shop, and unfortunately I damaged it. Well, not I damaged it, but it was damaged after I had bought it. It was fine wherever we bought it. Don't judge pawn shops here. This was like $40 for a 15-inch, and I'm not willing to spend like $200 on too much. And the same guy who sold me this is going to sell me a 17-inch on Saturday. And then we're going to put that in so we can paint this plexi here for the bezel, because we don't want to paint it with a 15-inch and then shove in a 17-inch. It just wouldn't look right. Well, let's pop something in.